Good morning, everybody. My name is Juan Brizuela Granados, and today I'm going to talk about the project I do for Practice Nutrition One, called Automation of Distance Education. So let's begin. Okay, let's start with the project description. Okay, and the project in question consists of collaborating with other companies and institutions at the international level in consulting and training their human resources. This is due in order to improve the process and in this way generating a positive impact on their operating indicators. The core staff in this project have highly qualified and highly experienced instructors and researchers. There are alliances with research centers that are on the frontier of knowledge, which will be transmitted to the participants in the courses and projects of consulting and applied research. So the cores are the result of recent research projects which guarantees that knowledge is the latest on the subject. Much of this knowledge has already been applied and tested in order to improve the process of the companies that have participated with us. For the realization of this project, I was asked to work in the course designated as Fundamentals of Computer Aided Design, or CAD for short, for AutoParts, which consists of the participants acquiring a broad vision of the use of the computer tool for the design of AutoParts. Objectives and goals. Okay, and the main objective of this project is to train and instruct the human resources of the companies with which it collaborates in order to improve their process and thus generate a positive impact on their operating indicators. Because the project is divided into several courses, each of these has different goals or sub-goals. So depending on the type of the course, either engineering or executive, there are different goals. I work in an engineering course, so I'm going to talk about the goals and objectives of my course. So for the Computer Aided Design Fundamental course for AutoParts, the goals are the next ones. Understand the SolidWorks interface, make 3D models and assemble, edit and repair 3D drawing and assemblies, make engineering drawings of parts and assembly of AutoParts. In general, what is sought is to improve the workforce and in the same way the performance and development of a company in order to take advantage of the resources that the company has. Specifications. Okay, there are some prerequisites you need to have in order to take the Computer Aided Design Fundamentals course for AutoParts. These are the product design and manufacturing knowledge. So in order to take the course, you need to have some previous knowledge about these two subjects. The course requirements are have a laptop with Windows 8.1 and above, with a minimum of 8 GB RAM and above, 5 GB or more disk space, video card, Intel or AMD processor with SSE2 compatibility, 64-byte operating system, DVD or broadband internet drive. So the duration of the course will be 16 hours on 4 days divided into 4 hours each day. So, okay, the topics to be covered in the course are the following. Basic fundamental of the SolidWorks interface. Introduction to the sketch or sketching. Basic modeling of parts. Symmetry and drawing. Arrangements and patterning. Parts of revolution. Thin parts and reinforcements. Editing to repair. Editing to design change. Setting. Realization of plans. Assembly modeling or bottom-up, assembly management, and finally use of templates. The regulations. Okay, and the project is made up of different courses oriented to the manufacturing area. However, as different course area manage, each one has its own specifications and regulations. All the instructors of the course are certified researchers with their respective doctorates. Many of them are graduates from the Global Supply Chain Lab from Texas A&M University, which is one of the 10 best universities in the United States on the subject of engineering. The contributions I do to this project. I was asked to make the figure designs using the CATIA drawing software so that they can be present in the fundamentals of computer aided designs for AutoPASS course. And in this way, they can be used in order to instruct the workers of the interested companies that assist to the course. Generate PDF files in which the specifications of the parts can be seen, and in the same way, place the isometric view, the front view, and the side view, so that the documents serve as instruction manuals in case it is need to replicate the pieces I made. After making the designs of the figures and the PDFs archives, I was in charge of making the presentations that will be used for the instruction of the course. So I am a student, so I cannot talk the course, but I helped making the presentations and all the things that were going to be taught in the course. Learnings, okay. Apply the knowledge acquired in the career, especially those focused on computer drawing in our environment. To be able to work professionally with people from different areas and in this way develop new skills in regard to the research for problem solving in the industry. Retake what was learned in the computer drawing course and acquire new knowledge in order to complete the assigned work. Finally, to be able to work with a company dedicated to engineering and gain experience for future works and projects. Ethical and professional responsibility. With regard to professional responsibility, it could be said that this is linked to the teaching of the course. What is seek is to ensure that they meet the expectation of the company with which they are collaborating. Regarding the ethical responsibility, as the project is mostly a training course, we can say that it does not jeopardize any ethical aspect or negatively influence the company of the company of the other or the other companies with which it works. Finally, I'm going to talk about my conclusions. Participating in this project was a great challenge for me due to various circumstances, such as personal management or personal time management, which I have never been good at. But due to the needs of the project, I was forced to manage my time in order to complete the work that was required. In order to fulfill the requirements of the project, it was necessary to retake all knowledge as well acquire new knowledge regarding computer drawing and design. Because I had not used the software for a long time and that my knowledge was not enough to be able to complete the project requirements. So finally, being able to work in this project was a pleasant experience since the company was permissive with my schedule and knew how to be tolerant of my work. Also, whenever I had any doubts about a design or a diagram, they took the time to solve my doubts and orient myself to be able to carry out well the work. So this is all about the presentation of my project. Thank you very much for your attention.